All right, this is gonna be a story time for y'all on how I went from a college dropout and a high school failure to a media company owner, and basically doing like interviews with rappers and shit like that. So basically, I'm gonna start at the beginning. So I'm gonna start fresh in high school, like right now, not fresh in high school. I'm gonna start like school days, like early, like late high school, graduate, right before graduation. So basically, I had bad grades. I had like D's and F's. So I had D's. I had to get a D just to pass. So that's what I did. I got a D and I passed. Um, but I was in sped, so they were trying to hold me back and shit for like to do school for an extra year to see if I could like get certifications for my VOTEC class that I was in, to see if I could go that route and go like get an IT job. But I didn't want to do that. I hated school, so I just wanted to be out of there. So basically what I did was instead of getting an IT job, I told the school, like they were like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, I want to go to Delaware County. That was a lie. I didn't want to go to Delaware County. I just want to get out of school. So we're like, all right. They're like, you can graduate. So I graduated. From there, I passed. I graduated, and I was lost because all my friends went to like FSU, Penn State. Like I had like friends who were in regular classes that were in like regular honors classes. So like regular classes and honor classes. So they all had like pass. So they were taking like AP classes and shit. So they all had pass of what they were gonna do. Me, I didn't. So what happened was I ended up picking up a smoking habit. I still smoke to this day, but just on occasion. Well, once every three or 4 days. But I picked up a smoking habit. I smoked cigars for a little bit, vaping a lot. I would vape a lot. I would smoke cigars. I would just blast music, come home from work, sleep all day, like do nothing productive at all. All right, then boom. I start I decide I'm gonna start a company, right? So this is where it gets interesting. I'm like 18 years old starting a company with a part-time job. So I had a part-time job and I'm like 18, 19, starting a company. I work part-time. I'm starting a company. And I don't know what company I want to start. So I start watching Gary Vee every day. I watch Gary Vee every single day. My cousin put me on to Gary Vee. Shout out to my cousin. Um, and he put me on to Gary Vee. And let me fix my hat. So he put me on to Gary Vee. And basically I'm watching Gary Vee every single day, soaking up knowledge, and then I decided I want to go to college. So um I go to school for a little bit. I stopped going to school for a short time. I go to school for a short time, then I stop. I didn't drop out yet. I just took a break. I took a year off. So I took a year off, just worked, made money, built more connections in the music industry, went back to school, um, dropped out of school, went back to the music industry, went back to still posting. I'm sure I created a blog at this time called Emily610, where I would post rappers and just talk about like, oh, Philly rappers dropped, and I would talk about how Philly rappers were dropping, and like whatever rappers were dropping music, I would talk about it on my blog. Do an Instagram blog post. So I had a Philly blog basically because there's a lot of Philly rappers. Um, Shout out to the Philly Wave, and shout out to what is it? Philly Scoop Hall, because they be posting rappers and shit too. They're like big blogs. But that's where I got my inspiration from. And then so I wasn't doing anything with that. My page started gaining traction. I started getting followers from rappers. The rappers started following me. So then, but nothing significant. So then, I kind of just keep going to work and doing that. And then one day when my boy and we're just smoking, I'm watching DJ. I'm gonna sit outside and watch DJ Ghost in the summertime. I would go outside. It'd be like 6:30 on my day off, and I'd be watching DJ Ghost doing reaction videos. And we watch Peanut Live. We watch reaction videos, and we're sitting there one day. We're like, this isn't too hard. We could do this. And And yes, that's what we did. We started making reaction videos. Those took off. Like the rappers really were following them. And so soon I got posted by like all these blog accounts, and my account started going up there. It's only at 5,000, but that's a lot for me. From somebody that made it from like 700 to like 5,000. But basically, so my friend, he was making videos with me, and he left at 400 subscribers. So I was on my own, so I had to decide whether I was going to keep going or just stop. I said I'm going to keep going to honor his name. So I kept going. Turns out I ended up at a Young Money party with my boy Damio. I ended up meeting my boy Ferrari Kari. I ended up meeting my boy Lito. Shout out to the Takeover Files. Shout out to Lito Takeover. Shout out to Deja, Prince Nas, all them at Takeover Files. But who else am I thinking? Keithiano, I remember him from the beginning, like from just finding me on Facebook or like finding me on Instagram. Buddha Luke, all them. I'm just naming people. And basically, so I went from my friend not know nobody knowing me to like just working my ass off and having my own media company at 28 years old. So like at 28 years old I have a media company and a part-time job. So like basically I'm working all the time. Like I'm working today, and then I have a job. So I'm working right now. I've been recording since like 7 p.m. and then I have to work tomorrow night. So, well, Monday night, which is today. I have to work tonight. So when I get off work, I'm gonna probably stream a little bit or work a little bit. Cause like, well, until you make it, you gotta have a job or something. basically, that's my story, y'all. I went from having nobody, no support, to having support. You just gotta keep going. That's how you do it.